Welcome, everybody. Hello. This is Andrew David. This is the High Performance Call with Blake Newbar's team. So, just a few quick thoughts. I've had conversations with a handful of you recently, and then a couple of business consulting clients. I'm not going to call anybody out by name, but a lot of times, some of you guys, and I've done this over and over, we fall into this trap of this constant pursuit of education, and we leave behind the execution. I talk a lot about balancing out your time, education and execution. There is a lot of us got into this world of personal development at one point or another in the last few decades. You were introduced to it. It was a book. It was a video. Maybe it was a cassette tape. I think the first time for me, and I've talked about this before, but my mom, we ended up getting Zig Ziglar tapes at the library to listen to. And that was kind of my introduction into this world of personal development and listening to people that could speak and motivate you. And so often I'll pick up a book, I'll get on some tapes, I'll get on this crusade, and I go down this rabbit hole of developing myself, my brain. And I forget that as great as that may be, if I don't do anything about it, nothing matters. So the quote for the day is a simple one by a fairly interesting individual. Pablo Picasso said, "Action is the foundational key to all success." Ladies and gentlemen, learn all that you want, motivate yourself all that you want, pick up books, buy the next program, whatever the hell you want to do. Until you start acting on it, you're not going to get the results that you want. Action is the foundational key to all success. Now, oftentimes when I talk about balancing out the education and the execution. Education is essential. If you don't do it, if you don't learn, if you don't grow, then you'll end up doing things wrong. You'll mess things up. It can cost you in the long run. You need to learn, but you have to act. And we need to stop procrastinating that action. Now, sometimes the action we delay in taking it because we're scared. We're scared of the failure. Maybe you're scared of the success. You're scared it's not going to come out right. You've got this idea that things have to be perfect, or you've got to get it done exactly the right way. Just like Dave's saying, imperfect action is better than no action. Wisdom is knowledge being used wholesomely and skillfully. Absolutely. I remember a while ago, it's been years, but I got to go to this event where there was a bunch of different speakers. And one of the speakers was General Norman Schwarzkopf, right? Leader of the combined troops, the Allied troops during the first Gulf War. Very interesting individual. But one of the things he talked about was taking action. He says, if you're struggling to make a decision, you're struggling to do something, act. Just start acting, start to create momentum, because it's the whole, when you look at physics, that object in motion stays in motion. If I act, even if I do something maybe incorrectly, I can shift gears. I can move a little bit, right? I can adjust. It's easier than not doing anything. Getting started is always going to be the hardest thing. Action is the foundational key to all success. So here we go. Here's your homework assignment, guys. I need you to sit down today, and I need you to think about your goals. Okay? You should have these either written out a bunch already. You've thought about them all the time. You're thinking about with your affirmations. You're reading them every single day, whatever it is. Your goals should already be in your head. Now, what we need to do is we need to kind of understand the long term. We need to understand some of the short term. We create the longer term goals so that we can create the tasks that will get us there, right? So I need you to sit down today, look at some of those goals and say, what action can I take right now? Patton was a little before Desert Storm, David. But what action can I take right now that will help move me towards my goals? What tasks need to be completed? What do I have to do? It may be something small, and it may need to be something small in order to begin to create momentum. It may be sitting down, opening up your funnel, deciding on a name for your product, grabbing a domain name, right? Quit spending 48. Some of you guys spend 4, 5, 6 days thinking about a domain name. Stop it. Just pick one. Let's go, right? Do that. Get your Facebook set up. Join a couple of groups. Carolyn, I think, said she found 3 groups. Great. Join those. Go and post something. If it's health, well, today you're going to get up and you're going to go for a walk, or you're going to get down and you're going to do some push-ups, or you're going to stretch a little bit, or you're going to put the coffee or the Diet Coke away, or the glass of wine, and you're going to pick up a glass of water and you're going to drink that instead. Whatever it is, you need at a minimum 3 small things, something you can do to start taking action towards your goals, wherever they are. Now, for some of you overachievers, what you're going to do is you're going to come up with 2 to 3 things per topic, meaning health, your business, and a relationship or family or something like that. At a minimum, those 3, right? So you want to be an overachiever, you want to really get something done, take some type of action on those things. And if it doesn't happen today, that's fine. Do it over the weekend. Get things going. Does everybody understand? Homework. So for some of you guys that are late, real quick, this is the whole point of today's call. Action is the foundational key to all success. Some of you guys are living in this world of, the fear of missing out. Sometimes it's the overwhelm of all these shiny objects. It's all the opportunities. Sometimes it's the fear of doing something wrong. Sometimes it's being overwhelmed with too many options. Sometimes it's the lack of action because you're not sure which direction to go because you haven't given yourself clarity with the goals. If it's any one of these things, guys, clarity is where you begin. Understand what you want, but then begin to act. Now, here's something we don't always talk about when it comes to clarity. If you want to get more clear, start acting in one direction, the direction you feel is the best one. Maybe not exactly the right, but what is moving towards what should be a good destination. And then if you need to adjust, you can adjust. Does that make sense for everybody? All right. So is everybody in? We're going to take some action today. Yep. Write it down. 3 things. Share it with me. Share it with the affirmations group if you'd like. I accomplished these 3 things here. Boom. Make it happen, guys. Let's get this done. All of you, get something done this weekend. And yeah, rise from the ashes, fly like the phoenixes. All of you guys go out and kick some ass this weekend. Be phenomenal, be amazing, just like you are. Love talking to you guys. Always enjoy you guys being here. Get something done and then treat yourself. And I will talk with you guys on Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.